If you've mastered the basics, welcome to The Real Hacking Begins, Intermediate Cybersecurity 2025. Everyone wants to be a hacker, but few ever cross the threshold, where scanning becomes exploitation, where curiosity becomes control. The shift from watching to acting. You've learned the basics. You know the ports, the packets, the protocols. Now, you're about to step into something deeper, something real. This level isn't about knowing, it's about doing. You're now learning how systems actually break and how to find the cracks before the criminals do. The heart of intermediate hacking, vulnerabilities. Everything that's built has flaws. Servers, websites, applications, operating systems. And if you know where to look, those flaws can open doors. We call them vulnerabilities. And every ethical hacker must learn how to scan, identify, and responsibly exploit them. Key tools for intermediate hackers. At this stage, you will start scanning for vulnerabilities, exploiting systems, and testing websites like a pro. Here are the must-have tools. Nikto. For scanning web servers and finding security issues. Derb, GoBuster, Dirbuster, to brute force hidden directories on websites. Burp Suite and OWASP ZAP, powerful web application testing and scanning tools. Metasploit Framework and MSF Venom, exploit development and payload creation. SQL Map, automates SQL injection detection and exploitation. Hydra, John the Ripper, Hashcat, password and hash cracking tools. WPScan, specialized for WordPress vulnerability scanning. Skipfish, fast web application security scanner. Nessus and Sparta, comprehensive vulnerability scanning for networks and systems. Nuclei, template-based vulnerability scanner. Seclists, a collection of word lists for brute forcing and fuzzing tools that turn you into a real threat. These aren't toys. They are tools trusted by the world, its best ethical hackers, and feared by the worst cyber criminals. Techniques you need to master. Understanding tools isn't enough. Mastering techniques is what makes a great ethical hacker. Vulnerability, scanning on websites and systems, exploiting vulnerabilities on Linux and Windows environments. SQL injection, cross-site scripting, XSS, cross-site request forgery, CSRF, bypassing file upload restrictions to upload malicious files, brute forcing web directories, and login pages. Local and remote file, inclusion, LFI-RFI, attacks subdomain enumeration for hidden targets, bypassing authentication mechanisms, and login bypass cracking password hashes, efficiently, privilege escalation to gain higher access on compromised systems, exploitation, breaking into real systems. Scanning is only half the story. Exploitation is where the real test begins. You'll learn how to exploit Linux and Windows machines using real-world CVEs. Perform SQL injection to dump sensitive data from databases. Break login pages with brute force attacks. Use XSS and CSRF to hijack browser sessions and trick users. Bypass file upload restrictions and upload reverse shells. Execute LFI-RFI attacks to read server files or gain remote control. Enumerate subdomains to expand your attack surface. Understanding web application. Hacking websites are not just pages, they are entire systems vulnerable to attack. Intermediate hackers go deeper into directory and file enumeration, login page bypass techniques, session manipulation, cookie tampering, payload injections. These are not movie tricks. These are the real threats businesses face every day. And as an ethical hacker, your job is to simulate these attacks before someone else does it for real. Cracking the code, hashes and passwords. What good is access if you can't control it? Hash cracking is the art of converting encrypted passwords back to plain text. You'll use John the Ripper for fast local password cracking, Hashcat with GPU acceleration for heavy-duty brute force, Seclists to generate powerful word lists based on real-world leaks. Because when you understand how passwords are broken, you understand how to create ones that can't be cracked. Best platforms to practice your skills. Practice is key. These international and local platforms offer realistic environments where you can sharpen your hacking skills safely and legally. Try Hack.me.com. Beginner to advanced challenges with guided learning. Hack the Box.com. Hands-on penetration testing labs and real machines. VulnHub.com. Download vulnerable virtual machines for offline practice. Portswigger. Net Web Security. Web Security Labs by Burp Suite creators. RootMe. Org. Diverse challenges covering web, system, and network hacking. WebSec. FR. Focused on web security practice with interactive challenges. These sites aren't just platforms. They're training grounds for the next generation of cyber warriors, for international and local learners alike. Whether you're watching this from a dorm room in India, a basement in Germany, a coffee shop in Brazil, or a cyber cafe in Pakistan, know this: cybersecurity is borderless, and so is opportunity. You don't need a degree to start. You need consistency, curiosity, and the courage to keep learning. Ethical mindset. Never cross the line. Every skill you learn, every system you test, comes with responsibility. This is not about breaking laws. It's about protecting the digital world from those who do. Use your power wisely, because the moment you go black hat, you don't just lose credibility, you lose your purpose. Your next step, leveling up the right way. Don't try to jump to advanced attacks. Spend time here. Practice directory brute forcing until it becomes instinct. Write your own payloads with MSF Venom. Break real machines on Try Hack Me. Crack your own hashes. Understand your tools not just by using them, but by reading their source code. You're no longer a beginner. You've come far. You've moved from knowing to doing, from watching videos to launching scans. This isn't the end, it's the proving ground. And if you stay consistent, you won't just become a hacker, you'll become a name the world respects. Final words. If you've made it this far, you're already ahead of 90% of people. Don't stop now. Sharpen your tools, train your mind. Because in the world of cybersecurity, only the prepared survive. Like this video if you found it useful. Comment below if you want an advanced level guide, and don't forget to subscribe to AS7 for more cybersecurity content.